Alright, so I'm back again. Great afternoon, morning. Listen, I'm about to talk about relationships. These relationships, and if you get mad, it is what it is. You want to argue in the comments, that's just fine. I don't even look at them anymore anyways, because I'm at a point in my life where I post and go. I'm going to do what thus says the Lord, and leave it at that. So, take it up with him and get in your word. Alright, so these relationships. We're so quick to talk about, these toxic relationships and why the divorce rate is so high and why things aren't going like how our grandparents was. Let me tell y'all something right now. First of all, the whole thing about why relationships aren't lasting like our grandparents, we weren't there, for one. You don't know what grandma and them really went through. 9 times out of 10, grandma had a whole bunch of kids. And back then, women didn't have the value that we have now, y'all. They couldn't even get their own checking account, let alone get a house, and you got all these kids. How you going to support them? They didn't see women like that. So, yeah, grandpa probably got out there and had even more kids, and most of them did. Got out and had even more kids, because what you going to do? You ain't going to leave. You got all these kids, what you going to do? So stop saying stuff like that, because for one, we were not there. And if you were to go back in time, you'd be surprised at a lot of these things that our grandparents, aunties, mama, them used to do. So stop saying that. 2, we so quick to talk about the divorce rate. Why things are so high, why marriages aren't lasting. Let me tell you something. Think about this, though. Before the relationship fell apart, before you even got in a relationship, did you ask God about this person? Did you ask God, was this the person for you? God, is this the person that you made for me? Is this the person that you want me to be in covenant with? It's not a thing of, oh, you got this, you got that, I got what I got, and with a perfect match. No, if you didn't seek God, no. Because it might be good now, but 5 years later, God going to show you something if you didn't consult him first, y'all. So we got to stop this. We got to take accountability. Did you seek God about who this person was and if he sent them to you? Because if he didn't send them, you're going to find out. This whole thing of, oh, we so in love, so why not? We don't do that. You don't do that. I learned a long time ago. You better seek God. Talking about, I prayed for you. I used to say I prayed for people too. Lying. Find out later on it's a whole demon. I'm laying next to a whole demon because I didn't seek God. I'm going after how fine you are and what you possess and what you could be. The devil is a liar. We're going to take accountability today, y'all. There's a lot of godless marriages and godless relationships. Then we wonder why it ain't working out. Did you seek God first? We got to put God in all things. When it comes to marriage, y'all, it's you, your spouse, and God. That's how it goes. If God ain't in it, it's going to crumble. It might last for a little while. It might last for a little bit, but in the end, it's going to come to nothing. And let me tell you something. God has a way of working things for our good. But y'all, it's like this. You ain't even got to go through all that pain, the cheating, the beating, and all of that. And then it miraculously gets better. You ain't even got to go through all of that if you would just seek God first. If we would just seek God first about these toxic relationships, y'all, we would avoid so much. Just jump in them. You so fine. You got a car. You got a house. You got a good career. Why not? We compatible. Using zodiac signs, which is demons. Using zodiac signs as a way to figure out who's for you and who's not. The devil is a liar. It's time out for it, y'all. Seek God on who you're supposed to be in covenant with. Seek God on who you're supposed to be in friendships with. Seek God on all these people. Test every spirit. The Holy Spirit, if you got the Holy Spirit, he going to tell you anyways. And that's another thing. I had to learn that, man. When I was out in the world, I was dating whoever was good to my flesh and good to my mind or whatever. They weren't even good for my mind. It was more so just good for my flesh. Walking in lust. I'm going to call it what it is because we're going to take accountability. And stop just blaming these people. Oh, he did me like this. She did me like this. You the one that dated them. You decided to get with them. And I'm not talking about abusive relationships. I'm not talking about where you getting beat on and stuff. I'm not talking about domestic violence because I went through that too. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about where you didn't seek God about these people. You just got in a relationship with them because they looked like this or they had this and had that. So you just decided to get into it. You didn't seek God. You cannot be mad at the outcome when you didn't even seek your father about who was for you and who wasn't, y'all. These friendships, people that you was in high school and college with, you don't even talk to no more. Seek God on these people, man, and he will tell you. We can avoid so much pain if we just go to our Father first, y'all. Straight up. And so, yeah, like I said, we're going to keep it real. And we're going to take accountability. Get God back in these relationships and you'll see them grow. Get God back in these relationships and you'll see things begin to change, y'all. Godly marriages, godly families. You know what I'm saying? Like real families that God has ordained, y'all. We be getting into so many situations by just putting ourselves into things, getting with people just to get with them. That is not how God designed it. Seek God, y'all. Fast and pray. Get in your word. Seek God. Because there's so many examples about people who just got with people, who just had sex with people, and it ended up destroying them. Read the Bible. Read the Bible, y'all. For real. Like, these spirits are real. Jezebel is real. That Ahab spirit is real, where you're just letting people just walk all over you. Delilah, that spirit is real, where you keep going back. That's a demonic attack. That is a demonic attack, y'all. You wonder why you can't let them go? That's spiritual warfare. So it's time to keep it real. Get God in your life. Get God in your relationships. Get God in everything that you do. Seek God for everything, y'all. I love you.